Hello, hello, hello! Welcome to the stream, everyone! My name is David Sinairo, and we are playing the Thaumaturge, which I hope I said correctly, because it's a hard word. This game just came out last week, and we're gonna check it out. I got a code for it, and I have a really good feeling about this one, so we'll see. We'll see. Interesting indeed. Hello, hello, Shonen, Cyan, Melty. How are you guys? Japanese? Back from Australia, and my sleep schedule's beyond fuck. Who could have thought? Improve game performance on the CPU side. Is that something relevant on console? Did you have fun? Whenever you skip dialogue, someone on our team cries. Well. Oh my god, nudity! Censor that shit. Let's do it, let's play. One of my all-time biggest bucket list items, visit the Great Barrier Reef. Then my cousin's Indian wedding, hung out with in a tropical rainforest. Great fun, do not enjoy 20 hours of flying, however. I can imagine. Is it the same both ways? Alright, let's start this one up. Locals say that the station is haunted at night. The station is haunted. Thaumaturge is a word deriving from Greek. It means miracles. A thaumaturge, or tempermancer, is one able to discover secrets lingering in persons or places. They recognize flaws or stigmas imprinted on a human psyche and can bring them to the surface. Are they a doctor of souls? It is impossible to fully name the essence of a thaumaturge without being born one. Yeah, those were two amazing journeys to this year. Like 19 hours going from Sydney to Boston, so slightly. Could have just been the weather that day? Okay. I'm still sick, by the way, but we can't miss too many days of relevance.
For years I've been seeing you in my dreams, and lately more and more. I know it's you, but I can no longer recognize your face. I don't know if I'd recognize you if I saw you. I hope your condition hasn't worsened much since you last wrote. I can hardly imagine what a nightmare you're going through. Remember, you're not alone. I'm sure our father would be happy to help, if only you asked him. I assure you that for now, I haven't said a word to him about your search or your health, just as you requested. He doesn't know your intention, and with God as my witness, he'll not find out from me. I know you think the only thing that can help you is a miracle. But such itinerant miracle workers, preachers, and folk mystics often take advantage of those in grave condition who are desperate or seeking help. I hope the man you're pursuing can actually ease your mind. But if not, remember that in the end, we will find a way to help you. Just because we can't see it now, does not mean it doesn't exist.
I don't want to skip the cutscene.
I want to know you're safe. With as much love as I have. Ligia.
It always baffles me that you ruin your cutscene by having the prompt to skip it, always.
Could you spare a moment for me? I'd like to send a telegram.
Of course. Pardon me, sir, but are you feeling all right?
Yes, thank you.
You're not looking your best.
Thank you.
What's your message?
Infinite Wealth has that too. It seems related to the subtitles for some goddamn reason. I don't understand. Like, you create a beautiful cinematic, and then it's always telling me to skip the cutscene. How is that for immersion? I think mine was extremely fortunate. My LAX experience was extremely nice. From Boston to Sydney, I stopped at LAX in between, and then Sydney to Boston, I was in SFO. Had to rush out into security all over again because one of their international terminals is not connected to their domestic. Weird. Oh, nice. No running around the airport. I got it. They might look a little similar, yeah. Just, less stylized on the NPC. Play a trick on him? What for? What's R2? Huh?
Take this down, please. Arrived. I think I have found him. I hope he will receive me. I will write as soon as I am able.
And payment?
On receipt.
Anything to add at the end?
Please add my love to you, my sister.
Touching.
I didn't
From
ask for
whom?
commentary.
My name is Viktor Szulski. Szulski. And Victor with a W, not a V.
Interesting name. Where's this headed?
Warsaw, Russia.
And this is supposedly Georgia. Russia here and Russia there. Russia everywhere, on every map.
Maps change. I know. Let's get on with it.
This guy needs to check his attitude.
Pardon?
I was talking to myself. Which way to the village?
The coachman is picking up the mail. Maybe he'll give you a ride.
Thank you.
Loony.
What? You're the loony. As what? Lost letter. Dear Anthony, it feels like ages have passed since your last letter, or maybe it's just the winter that makes everything good and warm seem distant. As you can guess, the life of an exile has not spoiled me. Years ago, I was uprooted from my own land and sent to a foreign land among foreign people to fight under the Russian banner. And how am I today? I live among people who hate me. I am losing my health and my mind and cultivating the land that I fertilize with the blood and flesh of its sons. And I can't leave here. I can't stop reminiscing. Death seems to be my only means of escape. Please pray for me. Constantine. Don't think this letter will make it through the censorship, but if it does, please tell Anielka that the thought of her brought me solace till the very end. Are pictures I can share? Will you share the couple? I do have a few more. Oh, nice. Yes. We want to take a look. Dear Junko, please stop with the gentry snobbery and listen to what I tell you. Times are changing. You can no longer rely solely on property ownership. The peasants are different now, and it's not all clear how things will turn out in the coming years. You just have to look. Wherever you turn, you hear about revolts and peasant guerrillas going at the lords with pitchforks. We have to protect ourselves, have something on the side, some business that will allow us to live with dignity. That's why I'm telling you for the last time, go to the bank in Tiflis and take a loan against half of our assets in the Caucasus. Invest in the oil business in Baku. The railroad is already getting there, and the world needs kerosene. You need to act. We'll send you all the documents and authorizations. Don't delay any longer. Greetings, Lou. Damn. I haven't slept more than 3 hours since I recovered from my weekend. As a thaumaturge, you possess exceptional perception. You can see things that are hidden from sight. You can anticipate the enemy's actions, you can follow traces of emotions, thoughts, actions, and words, and you can reach your goal easier. Interesting. I can zoom in, but I can't rotate the camera. don't think I ever slept past an alarm. Many people have flaws, but only thaumaturges are aware of their existence. These are blemishes on a personality created as a result of turbulent experiences. They attract saluters and allow young thaumaturges to make a pact with their first saluter. Your flaw is pride. If you nurture it by making the right choices, it will impact the course of events in the future. Up, up here. Oh, this guy. He seems nice. I feel like this game is a fan of Vampire. That's the first game that came to mind when I saw this game. The tragic events of August 29 have cast a shadow on the city of Tiflis, leaving in a deep mourning. Yesterday's rally, where reform proposals set out by Minister Alexander Bulygin were to be discussed, was brutally interrupted by Cossack troops that stormed inside the municipal board building. Armed Cossacks entered the conference room, wreaking havoc in the turmoil. 60 people were killed and over 100 were injured. People are shocked at another instance of unjustified aggression against the nation of Georgia. Many believe more mass strikes are inevitable.
Hello. Are you going to the village by any chance?
Hello there. Where else? There's nowhere to go here, sir. The station, the village, and the cemetery. That's all. A horse can't go any higher.
The village is what interests me.
Well, if you've got reason to be there, climb in.
So is it just locals living in the village?
Who else would want to live in a shithole like this?
I actually meant, is there anyone visiting, a guest?
Ah, you came for some healing. Well, he's no guest here. He's been here months, my friend. The people are tormented, so he's sure got folks to heal.
Where might I find him?
I bet he's still in the tavern. He prays this time of day. Oh, he prays a heck of a lot. You getting in, or what?
Can you wait for me a minute? I want to take a look around.
Well, I'm not going to leave you now, am I?
Thank you.
I hope not. Oh, there's nothing else to see. Never overstepped an alarm before either. I also can't sleep on planes, so 20 hours took a toll on my body, I guess. Yeah, I get it.
All set?
I'd be grateful.
Always nice to have someone to shoot the breeze with.
Everyone crosses every set. Don't read the loadings. Got it.
Nothing to see around here. This is everything. Hard to get lost in this place. Head to the tavern over there, past the little square, up the steps. They'll tell you where the preacher's at. Or this time of day, he'll be there himself.
Thank you.
Is there no waypoint on the map? Oh, I don't need it because I have perception. Yes. Protective charm made of string, sticks, and feathers. It's supposed to protect the residents from the influence of evil powers. These are
You guys already got what's yours this week.
too many.
Molchak, we're here to keep order and that don't come free. It's getting colder, so the price is getting higher.
Hey, T. Nice boots. Very warm.
A proud answer, it not only draws from your flaw of pride's level, but will also feed it even more. Well, shit.
Actually, I have particularly warm boots. Thanks.
And sooner or later, these might kick their arses.
Don't tempt me, Luca, don't tempt me. Give me a sec, got to sort out formalities with this tourist.
It's your snummy. We're the Tsar's soldiers. Those don't look like soldiers' faces. Closer to thieves.
Holy
I
shit.
don't think he'll talk to us voluntarily.
Damn, I certainly talk the talk. I don't know, Hall of Retro, I just started it. How are you? When your enemies lose all their health points, you win the fight. The enemy's health points are shown on bars below their feet. All their health points are represented by a bar in the bottom left corner of the screen. Whoa. Holy shit, he went down with one punch. I'm the one punch man. Actions queue. Perception allows you to anticipate the enemy's actions to find out what they're planning. Unfold the actions queue at the top of the screen. Each skill has its own speed. Slower skills are more powerful but require preparation, bringing the risk of an enemy attacking first. But can they interrupt? Oh, I see. Fair till the 7th round. Doing okay. What about you, David? How's everything around here? Doing good, doing good. Just about to wipe the floor with this idiot. The Tsar's soldiers.
Yes, right. They won't report us. They'll be too embarrassed to admit some cripple got the better of them.
Cripple? Who? Me? What do you mean? That dude has brain damage 100%. Yeah, he does. But it wasn't me, he already had it. I see you wrote words, Hall of Retro, I just don't know them. On the Grimoire's cover, there are available Thaumaturge points that you can spend on the tree. Purchase skill upgrades to improve your powers within any dimension. Hence saluters to enable further development. Who knows. I would say those are wise words, but they're obvious words. Sure, I guess. My bond is weak and in danger of collapse. What? Didn't I put points into it? Each skill could be upgraded. Place the upgrade in the designated spot on the skill icon. Each upgrade takes some space. Choose wisely. Okay. Oh, you had sent, like, this afternoon or something? I don't understand this. I thought this guy would be a party member. He has abilities.
Good boy.
I'll check it. I'll check them in the when I take a break, Shonen. Rasputin.
Forgive me, sir. Is your name Grigory Efimovich Rasputin?
I forgive you.
I'm sorry. It's just I've been looking for you for a very long time, and...
A Jew expected as thinking simpleton, and illiterate who swindles sick people and claims he can speak to God himself. I already said I forgive you.
Yes, I've heard. Especially in Petersburg. I've also heard about the healings. Even hopeless cases. Inexplicable ones.
And what do you believe in?
Big fan of Rasputin from The King's Men. I still have to watch that movie. Well, there's a lot of scenery chewing and Rasputin scenes, for sure.
In miracles. In my condition now, I can only hope for a miracle. And I know the meaning of that word. I'm a Thaumaturge.
Where are you coming from?
I'm from Warsaw,
So, from Russia.
Poland.
From which Poland? The Russian one, the German one, or the part that belongs to Austria?
From Warsaw.
Do you have a name?
Wiktor Szulski.
On my path, I've already come across people who've lied to me about their problems, and then gone around calling me a charlatan. After them, others arrived, with pitchforks and torches, and I had to endure insults and spit in my face, or flee for my life. And now you say you're a wizard from an imaginary country that no one has seen on a map in over 100 years. Forgive my amusement. I haven't had my first coffee yet.
I forgive you, and I'm still asking for help.
Prove you're a Thaumaturge, and I'll hear what you have to say.
What would you like me to do, sir?
I've met a few of your kind, so I know what you're capable of. Find something in this tavern that belongs to me, and tell me something only I could know.
First, I need to have something personal that belongs to you to learn your trace. It's a sort of pattern I'll use to recognize the other objects.
Smell this.
I watched a lot of terrible movies on the plane, let me tell you. Oh no. Did you have a choice? Or is it just what is on? Prayer beads. Zeal gushing from the beads impregnates the wool better than the tallow from the owner's strong fingers. The object pulses with a mixture of blue rapture, purple passion, and graphite fierceness. The touch of the beads burns but also attracts. Rasputin has a magnetic zeal and passion. He is a man with an attractive personality, strong and fierce, who is easy to follow. One just has to be careful not to get burned by the flame of his ardor. It was always choices, but I wasn't going to marathon the Harry Potter movies, nor would I have the capacity to follow a thought-provoking, heady film that deserves careful attention. Okay.
Have you figured anything out yet?
The Harry Potter marathon sounds nice.
I'll return to you in a moment.
I can hardly wait.
Triple X3? Maybe. Observations are information that you acquire by interacting with people and items. Observations make up conclusions. A valuable source of knowledge about the world and events that can help you in different situations. Thaumaturges possess perception, which allows them to read other people's emotions, actions, words, and thoughts left on items. In order to recognize them, you must develop the heart, deed, word, and mind dimensions sufficiently. On some items, you will find a trace of someone's personality. It takes one of three forms. Unknown, you see it for the first time. Familiar, you have seen it before, but you're not certain who it belongs to. Or certain, you know exactly who left it. Traces are only revealed once you pass the test of perception on the item.
Let's take a look around.
Nice.
Who would have thought there were such layers of passion within him?
Prayer book vibrates with a languishing moan of delight. The touch of silk, the scent of portly powder, and that which is soft and warm is also pierced by the thorns of impending separation and longing. Who would have thought that this priest had such passion? Surprisingly, the mask of a healer conceals an outstanding lover, irresistible to women's hearts and bodies. Perhaps this is one of his healing methods. There's a song about it, too.
What have you learned, wizard?
Well, you're a zealous man. It permeates every level of your personality, your faith, your abilities.
Not such an impressive discovery.
I haven't finished yet. In Petersburg, you left behind a very devoted and very young lady-in-waiting.
At least one, my friend. Have a seat. Tell me again, why were you looking for me?
What's this light, lively movie where every male character around her was either a domestic abuser with rage issues or he was a son Minaj? I don't know what that is. In the end, she gets with the least domestic abusing guy. That's like picking the dish which has the fewest flies on top. Cool, cool, cool. There was this Hong Kong movie that felt like I was watching 4 different movies at once because the characters were so inconsistent with each other that I don't even know if they knew it was supposed to be one movie. Isn't that normal? I remember Bruce Lee has a bunch of movies that were just cut from his appearances in other movies. This was definitely one movie? Okay. But you know what I'm talking about, right? Okay.
A few years ago, I attempted to catch a wild saluter, and that ended with me losing contact with my first saluter. That means I can't develop my abilities. I know that my Uber is there. Sometimes he shows himself, but I can't feel the link anymore. Generally speaking, I'm losing it more and more each day. If it disappears, my mind, I'll lose my sense of reality. I'll fall into madness.
I don't know if I can help you.
I've got money, if that's what matters.
Give it to the needy. Your riches mean nothing to me. I meant I don't know if I'm able to help you. My gift is something I've received from God. Some I've helped, others I can't say. And I've never treated a Thaumaturge.
Maybe just do the same with me as with the others.
We can try. Focus on my voice. You are safe. As long as you can hear my voice, you are safe. Let me gaze into your mind. Let me see through your eyes. Let me...
Where am I? Rasputin. There's no one in here.
There's definitely one movie. The cinematography and the costuming was too similar to be a random clip cobbled up. Okay. What's the Scarlett Johansson Channing Tatum movie called Fly Me to the Moon, where they talk about how advertising executives were the real heroes who brought Neil Armstrong to the moon? Damn. I don't know about that movie. I haven't watched Deadpool Wolverine either. It just, I just don't really feel like watching it without watching all the other crap that came before. And I don't feel like watching all the other crap that came before. Makes sense? Probably not. Honestly fair, I watched it under the rest, essentially. Yeah. I feel like at least Loki Season 2 would be important to watch. But, yeah, I'm not going to.
I need to get out of here.
I definitely want to watch Arcane Season 2, and I don't even know. TV shows haven't been my thing lately.
What is this sound? Shackles?
Oh shit. You really like Arcane, don't you, Shonen? Let me show you something I did this weekend. Look at that. I'm very proud of it. I haven't. No, not yet. That's funny. Hey, I met the cosplayers. And this was based on a fan art poster that someone made. I never played League. But I think Arcane is amazing, so I don't care.
You're blind. You've never grasped the science of spotting the perfectly obvious. Can you still not see?
What do I supposedly not see?
Is that my dad?
Flaw clouds your vision. It always has. Pride. Your damned pride and sense of superiority.
I must have gotten that from you, father.
Yes.
You'll lose, idiot. You always do. You're even losing against yourself. You can't see, but can you at least hear? You're weak, stupid, and blind.
Damn, how do you really feel?
Do you hear me? Do you? Do you?
I can see, Father. Clearly.
Will you be lying there much longer? I wanted to sweep.
Where's Rasputin?
In the cemetery, chasing away evil spirits and giving people comfort. You all right?
Yes, absolutely.
I wanted to sweep.
I'm just heading out. It's so good to see you again. And something else. I saw him clear as day. It wasn't a vision. It was a salutar, unbound by a pact. A wild one. And if so, that means there's someone in the village with a flaw that's attracting it.
You talking to me?
I was praying.
I wanted to sweep.
I get it, lady. Don't be such an NPC. Everything that Riot does outside of League of Legends is amazing. Did you play the Song of Nunu? That's scummy, but they're probably correct, right? You're gonna stick with your favorites. Paths have multiple objectives. Freely switch for the one you'd like to track. After switching, the objective will reveal a path to follow. Sometimes this path is so mysterious that it eludes even an experienced Thaumaturge. No worries, the remaining objectives will provide a way to solve the quest. What kind of man walks around with a book? Some sort of idiot, I'm sure.
What do we have here?
They'll all gawk, but without lifting a finger. Just, Vesna will bring it, Vesna will help. But if Vesna needs help with something, there's nobody to be found. That's not yours, don't touch. All these newcomers causing more problems.
Vesna has left her a distinct trace on the fruit. It consists of a heart fluttering in panic and the throat painfully clenched. The bite of this apple would taste of pure fear. Okay. If they made fun characters to play with, they wouldn't need to make broken characters. Did someone play Song of Nuno? The issue is that the champion always has to have a moveset that is always broken. People remember the past champions, and each champion after that has to break it even more. To the point where there are some champions in the game that have not received buffs or nerfs or any attention for almost 6 years at this point. Okay. Well, I don't think Genshin Impact touches any characters either. After their patch, or the patch after their launch, they're pretty much left untouched.
Am I sensing?
Does not belong to us. The shaft is overgrown with the thorns of bitter words, but there are others, warm, delicate as rose petals. You betray a love for someone who is not afraid of thorns, a love that is difficult but not accepting of violence. The broken ceramic trembles with anger and frustration. The quarrel erupted suddenly, spewing out bile of mutual complaints and grievances. Its sweet, pungent taste stupefied, compelled screaming, finger-pointing, and hurting. The frenzy lasted until all involved were out of breath. In this house lives a married couple who do not mince their words. They argue violently, loudly, until they are out of breath, but they persist, together, despite everything. Wouldn't their monetary objective be that more people have fun playing and engaging with the game?
So that's how you want to play.
It's appeasing the whales. With the whales, I don't know. I know. Sorry. I know there's sunken costs and all that, but you need to keep trying to get new people, otherwise the people who are there right now might get bored and just leave.
I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Everyone I talk to.
Don't invite any guests over. I'm telling you, go away, or I'll call for help. Help! Help! Somebody help me!
What are you doing here, you tramp?
I'm not looking for trouble. I just wanted to talk.
We'll talk, all right.
The fuck? Holy shit. What was I going to say? Everyone I talk to that has ever played League is always like, yeah, don't play League. It's not good. I don't know how it persists. Let me blow my nose. Yeah, I said I'm blowing my nose, so my camera disappeared. Good job noticing. So the thing is a party member. Great chance to watch. Let's do it. Nice.
The devil sent you.
You could say that, sure.
I like the game.
I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over. Please leave. Please, please.
We just have a bunch of other revenue streams and other games outside of League. Genuinely fun and engaging. Legends of Runeterra is a dead game, but while it was around, critics said it was a very good card game. 50 is a good game too, and I still play that on occasion. Their single player games are really good too. By the way, I am excited about 2XKO. I feel like if they don't limit the roster too much, it will be very good. What little I've seen from the characters they already showed, great stuff. To mention their music studios and Arcane, they have other ways of sustaining their company. They say that the league is dead, that's really only true in the West. China's player base keeps expanding to the point where there are more people in China playing than the rest of the world combined. Damn. 2XK is looking extremely promising. Everybody in the fighting community is excitedly waiting for it. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay.
Sensing.
I know I'm a super scrub when it comes to fighting games, but I really love fighting games, and the game just, yeah, is looking really awesome.
Thaumaturge never fails me.
I
There
mean,
is something here.
it's a player base. It's a base, I guess. It's like Fortnite Save the World. No one cares, but without Fortnite Save the World, Epic wouldn't have Fortnite Battle Royale, right?
Thaumaturge never fails me. There is something here.
Someone or something strangled the goose. From the goose's twisted neck flows the anger and passion of the person who slaughtered the poor bird. The wave of emotions carries no desire for meat or feathers, only the sour taste of envy and desire for all of Bogdan's property to go to hell.
Over my dead body. I reject this verdict.
Well, I expected as much, and he wanted to come see you himself. He was first to judge.
I said what I said, and I won't change my mind. Go away. You're attracting gawkers.
Not gawkers. A witness. And let him listen. He'll see it fairly. Sir, this liar and thief here stole a memento of my mother. And this witch says I'm supposed to hand my goose over to him too?
Because you strangled mine. And what do I care about some trinkets your mother left you?
Because we already know you strangled the goose, but you still haven't proved that Bogdan stole your pendant.
Where is the justice here?
Yeah, they've been working on it for a long time already. It was announced like 3 years ago or something. Like that League of Legends is still Riot's biggest game. Nothing has really superseded it, even despite the popularity of Arcane. Yeah, I agree. It's just it's like I said, it's the base. Everything is coming from it. I wonder how many people tried League of Legends because of Arcane and got extremely disappointed. The dead goose lies between the quarreling peasants, the obvious bone of contention here. If the wise woman is to settle the dispute, she'd better do it quickly. It'll come to fisticuffs in a moment. If not absolutely baited, yes. It seems that the neighbors quarreled over a goose strangled in an act of revenge, classic of the genre.
Why don't you relax and listen to the words of a wise woman?
Well, all in all, I'm sorry, Bogdan.
Come inside and tell me what you're doing here.
I wanted him to calm down, not to exalt, not to make him agree. Salt on the doorstep protects from unwanted visitors and other misfortunes. Not if it's like that, does it? I thought it had to be a straight line. Or at least an unbroken line.
The villagers seem to have a certain respect for you, ma'am, so I wanted to ask your help with something.
I'm not getting any younger, boy. Talk before I drop dead.
Oh. That's interesting. I can have more conversations, but I'm not ready for them.
Well then, I hope you'll still be alive when I get back, madam.
We're the line. See?
You've been going in so many circles, your head will spin.
A lot of people benefit from your wisdom. They're superstitious and timid, as far as I've been able to figure out. Easy to control, right?
Pot calling kettle. That, my boy, that you can ask that charlatan with fancy dress and beard. Who takes advantage of who here? Bah! The people here are believers, of course. But the spirit in the village is real too.
Is this spirit you're talking about, not a person?
I heard it howling. That's nothing human. One evil spirit here persecutes people, and you can hear it now and then, sometimes. Tragedies attract it, and impure thoughts. We here call it a Bukavach.
But other places probably call it other things.
An evil spirit's an evil spirit. It torments people and turns their weaknesses against them.
And what if I told you I could get rid of it?
I'd say I'll believe it when I see it. And I'd ask, how else can I help you?
Okay.
Well then, I hope you'll still be alive when I get back, man.
Well, does this mean that I can attract it by having impure thoughts about you, old lady? I mean, wise woman? Yeah. It's so cold, my lips are completely cracked. I wasn't ready for the cold. Be back. The cemetery's the other one? Yeah, Shonen, that photo I showed you was because I went to a convention. Last weekend. That's the cemetery.
Excuse me. I need to get to the local cemetery. Could you give me a lift?
I've only just come back from the post office this morning. I'm not getting the horse going again. Back to the cemetery. It's not like anyone there is going to run away. And look, my horse is more dead than alive.
I'll be right back.
It was super fun, and it was my first time going to a convention. So I got kind of dazzled by all the talented cosplayers there. Where was it? Near Port? It's like almost 3 hours away from me. But I won the ticket on the day before. 3 hours isn't bad. Well, 3 hours is about as much as you can drive while still remaining inside of Portugal from where I live. Well, 4 tops. 4 hours, more than 4 hours you're gonna get out of the country. So, in comparison, I know it doesn't sound like a lot to you guys because your country's gigantic, but in comparison, 3 hours is a lot here. Time is relative. Using Thaumaturge, you can manipulate other people. First, you must know a person's secrets, which you can learn by making conclusions. If the manipulation is available, the character interaction icon will change and the appear will appear next to the character. The shovel still showed traces of mud and ice. The coachman had to free the wagon's wheels from the soft soil that had engulfed them. Guess so. 4 hours is the distance from Boston to New York City. Yeah. It is kind of weird how we see distance or time distance so differently. We definitely do. If I have to drive more than an hour, I'm already like, oh, please, no. The rag reeked with the sour odor of fatigue. Attempts to free the wheels from the soft soil made the spine crack like a fishbone, and the muscles burn with fire. And no one would help. Such was his job, such was his fate. The coachman is tired and weary. He's worked hard at unloading the wagon alone, and all he dreams of is a moment of rest. I can relieve his suffering. Can? By manipulating him?
I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, I make his fatigue go away.
Maybe
That's
you'll
cool.
change your mind and drop me off at the cemetery after all.
Well, on the other hand, this place isn't much more exciting than the cemetery, and I meant to take the horse out for a ride, so get on.
As the old saying goes, Americans think 100 years is a long time, Europeans think 100 miles is a long distance. I've heard that before. That's very accurate. Stone strikes against stone, heavy, guided by a hateful hand. The blows carry anger, despair, and chaos. The tombstone cracks and crumbles, but it's not enough. Death is not enough. Vandalizing a grave is not enough. Nothing will ever be enough. Elder Vasily died only a year ago, and his tombstone has clearly already been damaged. Why? Sounds like, they weren't fans of him. So, we have a lot of games to play, but this game is doing it for me right now. We might be going all the way with this one.
Does that mean I helped, Thaumaturge?
I see him. My Uber. He's back. I can feel our bond growing stronger as each moment passes.
I'm happy for you, but do restrain your joy. We're in the cemetery.
I don't have enough words to thank you for what you've done for me. I haven't felt this way in years.
I'm glad I could help.
When I heard you were at the cemetery, I was sure I'd see you resurrecting the dead.
Not yet. Today I'm just praying for rest for Vasily's soul. The whole village is suffering after his loss. He was the elder here.
He cursed this place. Since he died, darkness and misfortune have hung over the village.
You see? To them, every harm comes down to witchcraft. They believe that after Vasily's passing, the village was possessed by some monster that howls at night or some other Yafets.
Is that the word for bullshit? Locals said that since the death of the village elder, a doom has hung over the village. Minor quarrels immediately turn into bloody fights and people are tense and withdrawn. Things are not looking good.
As you were healing me, I had a dream, a vision. But on the borderline of sleep and wakefulness, I thought I saw a salutor. That's what might be influencing the villagers in Wailing at night.
They're good people, but none too bright, Victor. I'm afraid they might be talking about a train.
The wise woman was saying the evil spirit is a book of hatch.
Does the creature hunting you rattle chains, slither around, and have a mouth full of giant fangs?
A book of hatch.
Where did this elder live?
I'll show you. Let's allow Vasily's soul to rest for today. Amen.
One in the cemetery claims the village is haunted by a leech. His name is Bukovac. Peaceful and a happy village, not quite. The villagers are riled up on the point of breaking, laying the blame for their troubles on the actions of a Bukovac, and trying to defend themselves against this dark force with folk methods. The elder of the village did with the village. Alright. Time for a break. I need to make some tea. Just need to not be sick. I really dislike. Fortunately, this game is mostly voiced. I have to read some stuff, but all of it is voiced. Just the text isn't. But I hate reading when my nose is all clogged up. Because I need to breathe through my mouth. I'm a mouth breather today, guys. And yesterday, and 2 days ago as well. Good stuff. Fun stuff. Absolutely. I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. Full of energy. No. Ready to shuffle off. Ah, that's so good. Don't you love holding, like on a cold day, don't you love holding a warm cup of something in the middle of your hands? Such a peaceful, feeling. Cozy. A warm, fluffy blanket and a nice cup of tea. I don't do the blankets too much because they attract dust and I'm very allergic. Tea and hot chocolate are like godsend. And they're godsend on my throat today. Yeah. But yeah, I guess I haven't said. Guess what I shot first? First thing I shot, or first cosplay I shot on the convention I went to was Hatsune Miku.
I felt something. Where is it?
Now I chilling under a blanket on a cold day. Yeah, I mean I have blankets. I just don't do too much. And then I always put them away inside someplace instead of letting them hang around.
Something. Where is it?
Because I'm always afraid they're gonna get dusty. We're probably 100 Mikus at that convention. Actually, there were 2 Mikus. And one of them was a bearded guy.
Where is it?
The other one was like the best Miku I've ever seen. Really. And it was default Miku.
I felt something. Where is it?
Which is perfect for me for my first Miku shoot. Start with the default. The buckle cuts through leather like a razor. It's no longer a boring piece of clothing, but a tormentor's tool that descends on exposed flesh like a vulture. It pecks at it, leaving carmine wounds. Once, twice, thrice, it cuts deep, all the way to the soul. Charred old trouser belt with a heavy metal buckle. Cursed Miku?
Can you feel
the
it?
bearded guy?
It's the smell of mystery.
The bearded guy was a little cursed.
True fear.
A charred rag doll. It appears old. The doll is caked with a hard crust of fear. His layers are like the varnish of an age-old painting. A child's fear, a girl's terror, a young woman's dread. They form a cocoon smelling of turpentine that constricts the throat and forces tears from the eyes. Vukovacs are sometimes mentioned in tales and legends of Sirmia, a part of the kingdom of Slavonia. They personify brutal force and the inexorable punishment for sins which is bound to come. Oh, I didn't take a look at the photos. Let's take a look at Shonen's photos before I actually start. Not as impactful for sure. By the way, did you see any dangerous animals? Because Australia? Were these taken from inside a... from the other side of a glass? It's quite dangerous because I saw some scary spiders, sure. Shit. It's because my phone isn't waterproof. Okay. Is this a rescue helicopter? No, I didn't mean the underwater photos, though. There's a photo of like a wooden building with taken from a pier. But I see reflections on the photo like they were taken from inside a boat, maybe? It was inside the boat because it was air conditioned. Okay, okay. Fair enough. Fair, fair, fair. Oh, there's more. Why didn't it continue? Is the city Sydney? Oh, it is. The worst opera house ever. Very recognizable though. And is that the tram? That looks like shit. Looks too modern for a city street. Oh shit, that's so cool. What is that? David, a Sydney Opera House hater? It's not a good building. It's very recognizable, and I guess overall it's a success because of it. But it is a bad building and a bad opera house. The helicopter was there for people who had the deluxe package or people who needed to get to the airport basically immediately after. Okay. Absolutely expensive opera house. A lot of great cement work inside though. What is this building that looks like a bird's nest? That looks cool. Oh, wow. I love the henna art. I've never seen that done on men. Is it okay to do for a man to do it, or is it culturally a no-no? Apparently, it was 3 hours of henna. Holy shit! Is that the bride? I think some men do henna, but I think it might be a cultural thing. It was indeed the bride. Okay. Oh, scary pool. Huh. I love this mountain face that's just so it looks so soft. I want to touch it. This is a fucking scary pool you went to, or I guess you saw it. I don't know if you went. It was sandstone. Okay. Assuming that's yellow in Minecraft. I don't know. Cool. Is the place with the clock tower like the city hall? I think so. I hope so. I mean, it could just be a private house. A very nice private house. That's what my house looks like. It's not. I wouldn't want to have a clock tower. I would feel bad about not having it working, but I wouldn't want it working because it makes noise. Uh, yeah, there's definitely less character to these photos. But I think it's almost an unfair comparison because it's in comparing that they become less interesting. Yeah, I asked that too. What's the building that looks like a bird's nest? You know? Oh, it is a nest. The exchange. It looks great. Ah. It's a sunshade and then it becomes the building. That's really cool. I love that. There was a tiny shop that sells great boba. I had boba on the convention as well. A bit expensive. I guess that is to be expected. Destroy door frame. By some miracle, it survived the fire. Fear of the flames has embedded itself deep in the fabric of the door frame, and trepidation about losing a love.
A horrible death.
A dry bloodstain. It has soaked deep into the burned boards of the house. The blood sounds like suffering. It flowed quickly. The wound inflicted with the scissors was large, but it was accurate. Life left the body. The heart went into a spasm, and the mind recognized the end. It lasted for some time, and then the flames came. The pain resounded anew. Thick lines of wood grain are visible on the frame. They arrange themselves into words carved as if by a chisel. They scream about an attempt to break down the door, about the hinges finally letting go. They scream into a deaf voice.
This house was always full of fear, and its owner was still alive when the house caught fire. Someone wanted to kill him. The fire only covered up the crime. The murder gave birth to the flaw that you attached to, didn't it? I'll find you when I track down the murderer. I know who owns this doll. Maybe I should give him back to her. She ought to know more about what happened here.
Business trace. The same trace can be felt on the right doll or the item dropped by the woman. Desna smells of fear. Her nerves are badly strained. Her heart is trembling. Her fingers are stiff from anxiety, and her mind wanders, lost in the wilderness of fear. They may be able to find her home and discover what's behind her jittery condition.
Victor! I hope you've got what you want now, Thaumaturge, because I think it's time to get out of here.
Why the hurry, Father? We're the Tsar's men. How about the donation for the Tsar's army?
There are no Russian outposts here.
I think this is the guy with the nice boots.
You're the guy who trashed our comrades?
I can do exactly the same to all of you.
He's not as weak as he looks. He actually looks better than he did the other day.
But not counting the priest. He's still alone.
Am I?
Not anymore, I'm not.
Are we sure? Ah, thank you for the help, Rasputin. I'm glad you're in such a hurry to help. Holy shit. My nose.
Are you alright, sir?
Me? Yes, but can these salutors also help you in a fight? Can you manipulate people and cast these demons into their minds?
Generally speaking, yes. Are you sure you're alright, sir?
Call me Grigori.
Let's head back. I have to visit someone in the village who can tell me more about what happened here.
Damn. We are now on a first name basis with Rasputin. Does my health get restored? Maybe. What year this game takes place in? Yes. Maybe not the year specifically. It's definitely before the Russian Revolution. It is that Rasputin. But he's still an unknown here. But it is Russia's greatest love machine.
Luca. He must be the one who saved Vesna from the fire.
The words read from the door frame of the barn house were Lucas. It was he who rescued Vesna from the fire, risking his own life.
There are so many words of love inscribed here.
The damaged ex-chef that trace it bears does not belong to Vesna. Although it's already become moldy from this use, it carries the memory of the spirit of the one who wielded it. While on a right choice, with a disposition as tart as juniper berries. In this house lives a married couple. Yeah, we knew that. Luke is a violent man, but he has a sincere love for Vesna. Quarrels are one thing, but he would never commit violence against her, as evidenced by the words written on the shaft of the axe. Luke and Vesna together are an explosive mix. They are impulsive, capable of getting lost in unwarranted anger and arguing. Arguing as if there were no tomorrow, but at the same time they sincerely love each other, and their love keeps burning with a hot flame, protecting them from losing themselves in pernicious emotions and preventing domestic violence. Are we sure? I don't like the new Twitch UI. Oh, there's a new Twitch UI?
Now I know that woman's trace. Vesna and her husband both left traces of themselves at Vasily's burned out
I don't have it.
farmstead. Luca sincerely loves his wife. You think he loves her strongly enough to kill for her? You're right. It'd be better to ask Vesna about that.
It's rolling it out to people it hates. The most hated people first.
I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over.
Please open the door. I'd like to have a chat about your husband.
You'd better not be here when he gets back. He's not as talkative or polite as I am.
It's clear that this is not the first time Vesna has threatened someone with her husband. Luca must not have the best reputation in the village. Residents see Luca as a sullen churl and a recluse. However, he seems to have a soft spot. Luca was at Vasily's house on the night the murder and fire took place.
I know you're scared, but please, just open the door a crack and let me ask one quick question.
What do you want?
Dropped it in the miscellaneous. Where's the chat? It does make sense for the title to be at the top. And the game. I can't wait for people to still ask, so what game is this?
Please, don't be afraid. I just need to know where I can find your husband.
He's chopping wood in the clearing by the forest.
Thaumaturge never fails me. There is something here. Let's take a look around.
The wise woman's hands over around the saint's head. They arrange themselves into gestures, subtle, pure as snowflakes. Words of the spell sparkle like stars and sincerely beseech heaven for protection. For a girl who suffers evil on earth, who suffers too much for it. You enjoying this? Yeah?
You've been going in so many circles, your head will spin.
Something continues to elude, really.
And that tragedy at the Elder's farm, did it affect people badly?
Some less, others more. He was like an icon to some folk here.
But I found out he could be heavy-handed.
He was a drinker and a beater. So, some folk here don't miss him one bit. Have you got many more nosy questions?
You cursed him, didn't you? Vesna's father. You put some hex on him, right?
A spell. I help people, yes. Vesna had a problem with her father, and believes in curses, spells, and hexes. Is that all? Because, like I said, I don't want to waste time and die here gabbing with you.
Vasily had a dark side. The man who was a rock for the entire village became an abuser at the home. He tortured Vesna for many years, turning her life into a nightmare.
Vesna came here for help, didn't she? Vasily drank and beat her, and no one did anything about it. So you put that curse of yours on him.
I even went to talk to him. How did you know that?
I am a thaumaturge.
You people's magic. That's something I've got no faith in.
Go on.
For me giving Vasily a piece of my mind, he took it out on Vesna.
And then her husband walked in and killed Vasily, and he's the one my salutor latched onto.
As for the second thing, could be. But it wasn't Luka that killed Vasily. It was Vesna.
Are you sure?
I was there. And until now, only two people knew what happened there. Vesna and me.
Don't be scared. I'll do my best to help you.
Then I think we have to talk to Vesna.
Murderous. It was Vesna who murdered her father. She did it in a fit of passion. Her husband had nothing to do with the elder's death. Interesting. Yeah, I think the game is really interesting. I don't love isometric views, but Otherwise, seems like a really cool RPG.
Please open up. There's no need to be afraid. Just open the door.
You're gonna wear yourself out banging a door like that. Can't you see nobody there?
I'm looking for Vesna. I have to speak to her.
Am I stopping you? Nobody there. I'm sure she went to see the hubby at work. Go bother them in the clearing instead of pounding on an empty house door.
Thank you.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the how awesome it was to play Mass Effect 1 and how that was kind of lost with the later entries.
Again.
This time, it's a matter of life and death.
How is your search going?
Almost finished. I know who's attracting the Bukavach.
Can you reveal that secret?
It's Vesna.
Do you still want to catch that Salutor?
Yes, absolutely.
Despite the risk?
I hope I can persuade you to come with me.
That's an enormous favor you're asking me. I hope you'll be able to return it.
I give my word.
Not much to think about here. If we can help Vesna, then get this nag quick to clearing like Mr. Shulsky asks.
Do I not get any more party members? Is it just me and my spirit animal?
Vesna, child. We have to talk.
I'm not here to fight.
You shouldn't have threatened my wife.
I know what you did.
You don't know what you're saying.
On the contrary, she's the one who brought the Bukavach here. She killed Vasily. When the wise woman's spell didn't have an effect, you decided to finish him off yourself, didn't you? You're the one who killed your father.
And I'd do it again if I could. Get out of here!
It is more vampire than vampires.
And you are mine.
The Mass Effect. Difficulty level up. Let me take a look at the trophies. You're asking me this now? They don't really want to get on that kill everybody train again? I don't think I can. I don't think there's any difficulty. So let's go with story. Murder hobo, let's go. Hell yes. Fighting wild Celators. To defeat a wild Celator, you must get rid of the shadow that protects him. Vanquishing the shadows will weaken him, but the weaker he is, the more fiercely he will fight back. The bard tells you when the wild Celator sends more enemies against you. Damn, that looks cool. That looks cool as fuck. Oh. Bukabakis caused you to enter the suffering state. States can have a benign or potentially deadly effect. Read their descriptions carefully and don't get caught off guard. Maybe I shouldn't be playing like this. Oh, he's not dead yet. 6. Can I heal or something? Can I have a gun? No. Can I have a weapon though? You require the fall of the humans. Okay, is that really a flaw?
You lose. You're going crazy again, you blind fool.
A little faith, Thaumaturge. Focus on what's true. My voice is true. I am the truth, you see. Look.
Is that a party member for me? Can I have them both at the same time? Taming a Salazar. You defeat Vukovac, the deed-dimension Salazar, but you cannot tame him on your own. Rasputin comes to your help. The untamed Salazar, wanted by your orders, stops you from developing and weakens your perception. Fortunately, Rasputin soothed this anger. You achieved the unachievable.
Unbelievable.
How do you feel? Are you alright?
Well, I don't think I'm hallucinating, but that means I'm currently facing a crowd of furious lumberjacks with axes, so I'd say I've been better.
What? What? I'm telling the truth. I do it again. None of you understand anything. It's because of this magician. It's his fault.
The magician didn't kill Vasily. He didn't bring the evil here. You're a witch! To the stake with her! To the stake!
Then kill me too. I was there. I saw everything. Vasily, bah. You're big men now. But when he was beating Vesna for years, no one lifted a finger. Bah. Now you're all so brave against her. Go home, pray better, and leave her alone.
Pray better. Interesting thing to say.
Excuse me, sir. Do you happen to know when the train arrives? The postmaster said it's usually no more than an hour late, so it should be here any moment. I got a tougher question for you.
Pardon?
Will this train get me close to Albuquerque?
I'm afraid that's an ocean away, and even to the ocean you've got a ways to go.
Thank you. Ever since I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque, I can't get my bearings. Things I've seen, sir. Places I've been. I just can't get to Albuquerque.
In the US? You're a little far away. Being that this is Georgia, that is quite the wrong turn. Okay. So he does have moves. I wonder if we can use them at the same time or not. Agony. Oh. There seems to be slots for more up ahead. You see at the very right of the screen, right now, there are 4 different shapes. So I guess they'll either get a new form or we'll get more. I can't look at the skill tree further. I can't look after the spirits I don't have. I think we're going to enjoy this one. So this asshole.
I wanted to send 2 telegrams, one to Warsaw and one to Paris.
Mr. Shulsky, I was meant to send for you when the driver came to get the mail. My condolences about your father.
Maybe you should have let me read it first. Spoiler.
Do you still want to send something?
I hate that guy.
Did you come to say goodbye to me?
More like to share my fear. Your condition yesterday, after the fight with that Bukovac, it troubled me. I don't think my treatments are having a long-lasting effect. And you don't look the best. Do you feel all right?
I've just heard that my father is dead.
My condolences.
After your treatment, when I was hallucinating, I saw him. I heard his voice for the first time in years. I'm sure it was him. A strange feeling.
Maybe he came to say goodbye. Maybe it was his last chance to speak to you. A prophecy.
I hope not.
What do you intend to do now?
I have to bury my father in Warsaw. What about you?
Thanks to you, I don't think I have anything else to do here. I had a little time to think about what I saw in your mind. Tell me, Victor, have you ever seen a human skull cracked open on the cobblestones?
I haven't.
I have. The skull of Franz Ferdinand himself, with his brain spilling out onto the sidewalk. I also saw the white steps in Odessa running with blood. A battlefield blanketed in lethal fog, with faceless beings emerging from it. This hasn't happened yet, but I saw it as clearly as I see you now. Thanks to you, I know that I can stop it. I know that I am part of history, and I can change it. Even at the cost of scorn, contempt, or my life. You promised me a favor, so Warsaw sounds perfect.
Alright. We started the game, guys. Man, I feel like shit. Only took 2.5 hours. Yeah, as long as those are nice hours, and they were. I wonder how long this is. I wonder if we can know how long this is, since the game is new. How long to beat? Main story 14, completionist 39.5. So 60 hours for me.
Warszawa! Warsaw! Warsaw!
Last stop, Warsaw. Time to wake up.
It's clouding over.
The weather is like my mood.
Aside from the circumstances of the funeral bringing you back, you hadn't thought of ever returning here?
I definitely didn't expect I'd be coming to my father's funeral so early.
I've noticed you two had certain differences in your views on life.
Yes, especially on my life. But admittedly, that's not a very exciting discovery. Is that all you've learned about me on our journey?
You drool in your sleep. Anything in there about Warsaw?
Workers are striking. They want to take advantage of the Tsar's visit to Warsaw. The protests are being violently suppressed. Last week, around a dozen people were killed. Polish Socialist Party militants attacked a train. They stole money, bonds, and explosive materials. They're also suspected of robbing a transport of Dutch pomade. The socialists in Warsaw must look pretty sharp then. Further along, we've got murders, muggings, and poverty.
The newspapers feed on sensation. Remember that in darkness, even a small spark can be seen clearly. Even I can feel hope from all the people riding with us. Can't you?
Even without my powers, I can tell that hope is bringing people here from all three partitions. Miners, steelworkers, governesses, maids, speculators, thieves. I've forgotten to read a few of our fellow passengers' possessions, and I know that hope can have many faces.
Will you share that knowledge with me?
There's a terrified woman riding with us. She's either running away or in hiding. I think that gentleman is smuggling something, because excitement is all mixed up with guilt inside him. And this dandy, he's going whoring.
If there's something I've learned in life, Victor, it's never to neglect the horse.
Warsaw, end of the line. Welcome to
What a line.
Warsaw.
I think the time's come to ask where you plan to stay.
With you?
I'll let you know when I come up with something.
At the brothel. I'm quite impressed with this game's quality, graphical quality. I feel like AA games have been coming back. What else have these people made? The Technomancer? Fool's Theory 7. They're making the Witcher remake. Okay. Well, I guess the studio is well funded then. By CD Projekt Red. Same publisher as one of my favorite games of last year, The Invincible. Not last year, I guess. It was 2022, The Invincible?
When people unite, empires fall.
Push him. It's murder hobo time. $19.05, Cyan. We can still go say hi to Franz Ferdinand, I guess. So that's poison. Still experiencing my narcolepsy. Washed or broth? Goose in jelly. Yum. I don't know what it is, but it sounds disgusting. It's funny that the lunch includes a newspaper. You have lunch here, we'll throw in a newspaper. Can you? Imagine a game that takes 20 hours for a title draw. There are some movies that only have the title at the end, so it could happen. Yeah. I'm getting really sleepy again, though.
Why such a crowd?
The circus has come to town.
You mean me?
These are troubled times. Brothers turn against brothers. Russia has had enough bloodshed. The violence must stop. When socialists attempt to divide Russia and her subject nations, to dent the sword that smote the enemy at Grunwald, this demands my decisive action. Thus, by my grace, I hereby appoint as Governor General of Warsaw Georgi Antonovich Skowon.
Oh, of course.
A butcher.
Do you guys does it not matter in English if you say Tsar or Khazar? Are both words correct? Yeah, okay. Okay.
Warsaw! The time for leniency and indulgence is over. From the moment this office is bestowed on me, no forces hostile to the subjects of Greater Russia will have any further right to exist. None! Whether it be brutal socialist subversives, communists, Jews, or other satanic provocators.
He sure knows how to unite a crowd.
Pardon me. Are you Polish?
It's all commie stuff to you, Melty. Well, I think you misunderstood the history a little. Always appreciate Melty's one-liners, they're so good. You're a little uninformed. Spoken like a true Texan. Yes, exactly.
Yes, I feel Polish. My name's Victor.
Wanda.
This is Russia here. Like it or not. Warszawa. Время террора закончилось.
Bless you.
My first decision as Governor General of Warsaw. Arrestować.
Great heroes in their sense of timing. Of course, now they're the first ones in the fight.
Samoobladanie, Polyaki. We won that rebel. The Landmount.
Damn.
What happened?
Be a gentleman. Please kneel and tie my shoe.
That seems more like a job for the servants, young lady.
Go ahead. Look down. Can I ask you a tiny favor? The Russians can't find out about this. The military is just looking for an excuse to suppress the crowd, and these workers are dreaming of thrashing a Russian gendarme.
Either one of you confesses to disturbing the peace, or всех забирай. We'll take you all in.
You can't handle all of us.
Can you get us out of here?
odds of Orthodox Rabbi Bill Clinton kids showing up tomorrow? I think he would have to disguise himself very well. If he hires a good makeup artist, maybe. Otherwise, absolutely not. I am absolutely sure the security has his photo. And, like, everyone has his photo.
I think I'm open to any kind of suggestion.
With a book like that, I'd find out what would convince one of these bastards to let us go. Or I'd take on that self-appointed leader of the proletariat.
Interesting strategy.
But I really think the Game Awards is very committed to shaming themselves instead of being shamed by someone else. Would there be an overcorrection? Security doesn't allow an award winner up. That would be incredible. Excuse me, I'm part of the team. To be honest, it's true. We've all talked about all the weird things that actually happened. Like last year, it was the Wrap It Up stuff. This year is going to be Elden Ring winning Game of the Year again. The Bill Clinton kid at least made it so that the conversation was about the lack of security, not how shit the Game Awards was. So it was a godsend. They should let him in again. Steer the conversation away.
Who are you, really?
A damsel in distress.
Those don't usually hide ammunition in their stockings.
Can I explain it to you another time?
Sure.
For instance, I could disclose to a soldier that you came here with ammunition under your skirt.
Maybe we should see who they believe. A respected lady of Warsaw, or a common magician who just 100 years ago would have been burned at the stake.
Well, since you asked so nicely, I'm going to take a look around.
Do you think it's a good idea to stir people up and send them to face bullets and bayonets?
What do you want then? My whole life on my knees? Kissing Ruski's ass?
Do you realize blood is about to be spilled? And that it might be mine?
Fuck off!
Pistol bullets. Bullets that fell from under the woman's dress scattered on the pavement. Small bullets carry big emotions. Hope, because they were meant to benefit the cause. Fear, which in these difficult times makes its way to even the hardiest of hearts. And determination, the companion of courage without which it would be impossible to face reality. Each bullet was hidden in the nooks and crannies of the undergarments with care and precision, just like the previous time and the time before that. This is nothing new for the person who took the risk.
Pardon me, gentlemen.
The crowd has received the order. For now, zero response.
We'll give them a moment to arrest them all, book them, interrogate them. Gospodi will be home in November.
Gentlemen, please forgive me. Maybe there's a faster way to get this situation resolved.
Back off, Poliak, or we'll start shooting. Paniatno, skron. Dawaj.
Sergeant, I didn't want to do this, but My name is Viktor Shulsky.
Shulsky or Smolsky, I don't care.
We'll make an example of you for the rest of these bastards.
What? You will? Are you sure? Selecting yourself or a Salator. You can preview both your and your Salator skills. This will help you plan your attack. Summoning another Salator. You can summon another Salator at any time. A green frame around Salator's image means they are exceptionally effective in a fight with a given enemy. Read the description above the Salator to find out why they will be useful at that moment. Ow. That looks painful. He has 1 HP left. Dude, drop it. Hey. Holy shit! Enemies can have a trait that makes them immune to your attacks. Traits are related to different dimensions. They can be disabled. To disable an enemy's trait, attack them with a Salator that belongs to the same dimension as the trait. Oh, okay. But if you don't have the required dimension force, you can take away all the opponent's focus and launch a strong attack. Perfectionism. Wait, how do I analyze the enemies? Okay, attack with Upir to disable. Yeah. Right in the kisser. Holy shit. Damn, the attacks in this game are brutal. I love it.
Name?
Shulski. Victor.
One of those Shulskis?
Yes.
My condolences. Now, profile.
Thank you.
What you pissing in the bucket for, asshole?
Where else am I supposed to?
Brown in the bucket, whiz on the wall.
You better remember that, too. That bucket's gonna last you guys till tomorrow.
Can I use the phone?
Did this need to happen? I don't think so, right? Ah, always a smart comment, woman.
Still haven't squealed on me?
Who are you, really?
A damsel in distress.
Those don't usually
Can I explain it to you?
I'm going to take a look around.
What do you want? My whole life?
Do you realize blood is a... and that it might... Fuck off!
What do you want then? My whole life on my...
I was trying to keep from dragging ordinary people into the fight. They won't expect us to strike first. How many are coming with us?
Let's see for ourselves.
Oh. I guess it's the same thing, but I would have helped. Is that coming out one at a time? That's not what I asked. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I hate it because I'm sleepy, and if I go to bed, I don't sleep.
What are you staring at, Ganef?
I don't know what that means.
Quit squealing. First time in the big city? Have some respect if you don't know who you're running your mouth at. What did they put such a swell in jail for?
I showed a couple of Russian soldiers when I think about the petitions.
I have moments like that sometimes.
And I gave it to some Ruskies in the kisser, too. There's this red-bearded fella sitting there. I glassed him in the face, then kicked him in the bean, and wham! On the floor. And I pinched his billfold, too.
Did anybody ask you? Shut your damn trap. Well, are you from somebody?
My name's Viktor Shulsky, and I work on my own behalf.
All right. Respect.
First of all, I am a Thaumaturge.
Now them I got respect for. I know one really decent Jew from Povishla, who's a wizard too.
How about you? You got a foreskin or what?
Is my foreskin any of your fucking business?
What?
Well, no. I was just...
Schmuck. But you don't look like much of a Warsaw lad.
I see why the game is at the start is like, yeah, we're using some stuff that's not very appropriate today. Please don't cancel us.
You should not judge a book by its cover.
A tough guy, like a real Warsaw lad.
I was born here. Now I've come home.
Welcome to Warsaw.
Thanks.
wouldn't call you a master strategist.
You got away from the station, so theoretically, we achieved our goal.
You're not losing your sense of humor. I guess this isn't your first time in a place like this, is it?
I spent a little time on the Rue de la Raquette in Paris.
It got demolished 5 years ago.
Oui. What about you? You seem to know your way around this setting. You been here often?
I'll take that as a compliment. And sure, sometimes, if the cause demands it.
What cause?
Let's say I know certain folks who'd find poles like you useful.
Dealers in stolen Dutch pomade?
Donut connoisseurs. They met at Burke Rotblitz's cafe.
What exactly do your friends do?
I'd be glad to tell you, over coffee and jam donuts.
I'm afraid all these screws might have more questions and want to keep you here longer.
Then you won't just miss out on the pastries, but also an adventure worthy of a great cause.
Shulsky!
I see you won't be hanging out here long either.
Fearless Wanda, the smuggler of bullets, proposed a meeting at Burke Rotblitz's. The one I met during the Kittling incident was smuggling bullets in the nooks and crannies of her undergarments. Clearly it wasn't the first time she'd done that. Unfortunately, this time the guard entered in a hole and the bullets fell onto the pavement. Maybe fate will have us cross paths again, and we'll meet at Burke Rotblitz's for jam donuts.
Shulsky, this yours?
That's right.
Then take it and get out of here.
Can I ask why the sudden change of plans? Anyone I should thank?
If he wants to, he'll tell you himself.
Thank you.
What about the gun? Yeah. It's not from the same devs though. Okay. Is it? Let me do something I should. Save one. Okay, good. Okay, I am very, very sleepy, very sick. I'm gonna go for today. We'll play more of this tomorrow because I'm really enjoying it. So, I guess this is our new game. Hey, thank you for calling me senpai. I appreciate it. You guys have a good night. I'll see you all at the Game Awards tomorrow. We'll do that live. I don't remember. I don't know exactly when it is. Wait, does anyone know when it is? Compared to the normal stream time? Is it like an hour before or something? It's at midnight? So it's exactly when I normally start? Oh, cool. Perfect. Okay. I guess we'll see each other for that, and then we'll continue this game if I can still stay awake for longer than that. If not, we'll continue this on Friday. I haven't gotten my PlayStation wrapped yet. I don't know. Goodbye and good night. And hello, hello, Echo. Hello, Arrogance.